downtown Minneapolis.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On play action, it's Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action, Cousins.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hockenson.
49 yards.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 27 yards.
And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Kene Nwangu.
Touchdown, Vikings. That kickoff return, 104 yards.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll run with Etienne.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Lawrence gets this quickly to Ingram.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
That is caught.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They'll run here with Akers.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
They go play action here on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On play action, Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence
rolling to his right. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
A final shot before break. Dobbs trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Etienne.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lawrence now going to move him around.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. And now an audible here into something else.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake. Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Akers again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Here's a give to Etienne.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Another tote for ETN.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A handoff for ETN.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down and 1. And they'll run here with ETN.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This is 1st and 10. Now Dobbs.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one.